Time for me to lock in. All right. All right. Welcome to the stream, everybody. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive, and I'm your host, YNOT. I'm the greatest crypto rapper of all time, and we're locked in the trenches right now. Another day, another dollar, taking a look around the market, trying to find the hottest and freshest plays. We're talking all things cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, cryptographic encryption, decentralized finance. It's a pleasure to see you guys. Hello and welcome, my beautiful audience. It's truly a joy to have you guys here today and every day. Let's lock in. Let's find some gems. Let's crank it out. Yo, yo, yo. It's good to see you guys. Welcome. Hello, Leather Jacket. It's a pleasure. Welcome to the stream, guys. Another day, another dollar, so they say. Slow and steady wins the race, and it's a marathon, not a race. When's the next class? I was thinking of teaching one tomorrow, actually. Now that you mention it, I should probably schedule it. Let me schedule it. I'll schedule it right now. You're gonna join? Nice. And I still need to get the recording up for the last one. Okay. Okay, we will start the class tomorrow. At what time? I'm thinking like 2 p.m., 3 p.m. Let's do it at 3 p.m. Yeah, that's a good idea. You can also just request a refund. What time zone are you? No, that's Pacific Standard Time. Today's the 9th, so it'll be the 10th at 3 p.m. All right. Okay. At everyone, class tomorrow on surviving the bear market. All right. Nice. Change the class name to Thriving in the Bear Market. Nobody thrives in the bear market, bro. That's lesson number 1. All right. It's lit. Let's lock in and let's get started. Leather Jacket says, I tried to get you to look at no ruggies yesterday at 200,000 market cap. Yeah, and I ignored you on purpose, bro. I'm pretty bearish on no ruggies, but just for the record, I've had it on my stream as low as 50,000 market cap, so 200,000 market cap isn't exactly special. Good to see you, Diego. Where do I even find the fucking coin? There it is. Yeah, now it's at 600,000. I've been bearish on this coin for quite some time. But it's doing well. Yeah, we've seen this on the stream at these lower market cap ranges in the 70 to 80k range. I mean, like, yeah, I don't know what to say. Like, let's switch to a 3-minute candle. Like, this coin was just, I don't know. I don't know, honestly. The coin is called No Ruggies. You know what they said about the Titanic? They said that it was unsinkable. That's the vibe that this coin gives me, right? This coin is ruggy, actually. It ruggied right here. It ruggied right here. You see some pretty deep red candles right here that look pretty ruggy to me. It was bundled up like crazy at the start. You could see that they gobbled up all that supply right away. Now, 2 months later, it's starting to have some motion. I guess the good news about this is that they never gave up, right? Giving up is the only time that a coin really dies. And I guess the guy is probably still going live and stuff like that. I wouldn't know because I actually blocked the guy who made this coin, and I also blocked everyone that shilled this coin for a long time. But yeah, it wicked up to 600k. That's pretty good. He blocked you? Why'd he block you? That's pretty bearish. The funniest thing about this, though, in my opinion, the top 10 holders buy and the top 10 holders sell. Like, the top 10 holders sold for a loss on this. To me, that's very funny. They literally sold for a loss. Like, why'd they do that? It's pretty rare that you see the holders sell on the bottom versus the top. Twang says, I'm bearish on entropy because you blocked him. Well, Twangs, I sincerely don't give a fuck about your opinion. You literally just spam the message, people are tired of being rugged on Solana. DRB base cannot be rugged because Grok is the highest holder. Do you think I want you to invest in my project, bro? You sound like a goddamn baboon. Thoughts on Kelly Claude? Let's go take a look. Kelly Claude. This thing is at 3,000 market cap, bro. I don't have any thoughts on a coin at 3,000 market cap. None of you guys are asking about the elephant in the room, or rather the giraffe. Currently pushing $2.3 million market cap. Insane motion on this chart. Really impressive coin. This thing has wicked up to 2.3 million in quite a quick amount of time. I mean, 4 hours, and this shit ran up like crazy. Really good looking coin, and for some reason none of you guys are talking about this. You're too busy talking about bullshit like no ruggies. Yeah, this thing looks fantastic, this giraffe coin. But it's definitely going to crash and burn. There's no question about that. Like, this is not built to last, but so far so great is what I'll say. You caught this early? How early? This would be a good coin to catch early. I mean, it looks spectacular. Let me fix the camera a little bit. All right. Did that actually fix it, or did that fuck me up? I guess that's pretty good. Coin name needs to be fixed a bit. Bet. Let me fix it. Damn. As soon as I fixed that shit, it just went down. Let me do this. Wonderful. Unplug this, replug this. How do I feel about this coin? Well, it's a Cabal insider play. That much is pretty obvious by the price action. So it's definitely going to crash eventually, but so far so good on it. Obviously it's going parabolic. The funny thing about this is it's just based on a single tweet. Like, it's literally just based on one single video that's not even that viral from what I understand. So I'm definitely bearish on this on the long term. But so far so good. I mean, it's hard to ignore this price action. Look at the fees. It's supply control. No, definitely. I mean, there's 20% insiders on this. I wonder what the bubble maps would say about this. Let's go take a look. NVSTIN says, I do not understand the appeal with this BS, LMFAO. Well, NVSTIN, do you like making money? How would you like to make a lot of money in a short amount of time? Does making a lot of money in a short amount of time sound appealing to you? Because that is the appeal of this industry. A lot of people make a lot of money in a short amount of time in this industry. Did you ever get into BFS? No, thankfully I was born with something called a brain inside of my skull. Thankfully I have a brain inside of my skull, and so I never bought BFS. My king, still thinking he rich. My uncle owns most of the resorts in the Maldives. Nice. You should go to the Maldives then. Was your uncle on the island? Is he on the list? Nick says, people that bought BFS deserve what happened. That's real. You made 2 soul in BFS? Nice. I mean, the best thing you could have done with BFS was create a liquidity pool. Then you would have been pretty risk off, and you would have been farming fees, and there was such high volume and such price action on that. Even when it rugged, you would have been in a good spot. I was just watching Crime XBT stream, and he said his homie made 180 Solana from making a liquidity pool for BFS. What am I saying about Giraffe? Is it good or bad? Shout out to Cozy, by the way. I've met Cozy. Cozy's not doxxed, but I know what he looks like. I shook his hand. He told me some crazy stories. So what am I saying about Giraffe? Is it good or bad? It's a little bit of both, right? So it's clearly an insider cabal manipulated play. It honestly almost reminds me, and this is by design, it almost reminds me of Penguin, right? Which would make it very bullish. Penguin pushed to over $100 million market cap. Unlike Penguin, you see Bird says his name is Sun Shiyam. He's not on the list, but Epstein offered him a secret deal to buy an island. Bro, you couldn't waterboard that information out of me, bro. Are you serious? You're gonna get subpoenaed for that one. That's crazy. He wasn't on the list. He was just doing private dealings with him. God damn. Well, if I'm ever in the Maldives, I'll let you know, bro. You gotta give me a nice place to stay. Animal equals bullish. Soul logic. Yeah, something like that. So yes, this is following in the footsteps of Penguin, following in the footsteps of the white whale, but I'm not particularly bullish on this, right? Unlike those coins, this was just based off a single tweet, not exactly a viral trend. Unlike those coins, this thing ran up much too quickly, in my opinion. So I'm not bullish on it long term. In fact, this is like pretty much the market cap where I would jump ship. But to play devil's advocate, I really do think that there's opportunity for a safe haven play in the current market. I do think there's space for a coin to run up to 10 million within the next week. This could be that coin that runs up to 10 million. It would be pretty hard to make it past that threshold. I think 20 million, 30 million, 40 million is a little outside of the question unless they really lean in and crime it. But yeah, I don't think so. But Drahid, the president, my uncle's friend, tried to give an island to him, and he is on the list. Wow, that's crazy, bro. You are 2 steps removed from the most wanted man on the planet right now. I'll hit you up, bro. I could be using an island pretty soon myself. The Maldives is nice. It's just kind of in the middle of nowhere. Let's keep looking. Hank. Let's go look at Hank. Hank Dingle Schrader. Is his middle name actually Dingle? That can't be real, right? Oh, it's just a random comment on YouTube that says we all die in 12 days anyways. And that date is 2/18. We have 9 days, chat. Pretend you only have 9 days left on the planet. If you only had 9 days left on the planet, what would you do? Workout Maniac says, remember Memdex? Yes, I do. Foreign investors are open to invest. The law is passed over there. Nice. Oh, you live in the Maldives now? That's awesome. I mean, it's a small place. I'm not surprised you're related to the royalty there. I'm pretty sure everyone's got to be related to everyone over there. You dated Hank's daughter? You know, you're not even the first person I've seen that said that. Hank's daughter really got around. How come I can't small screen my TikTok no more? What do you mean by that? Small screen. How can you join my community? It's right down there in the chat. I mean, I also would have pulled the plug on that, bro. You don't want your father-in-law to be Humpty Dumpty. I mean, that guy literally has the build of an egg. Wait, this can't be real. Is this real? Nah, this is a honeypot. This shit had me geeked for a second. I was like, did Subway actually go to 12 million? Nah, that's a rug pull. That's funny. Swipe up and still listen while trading? I'm not sure, man. You're watching on desktop, you mean? Only 350,000 people are Maldivians, and we get part of a share around $450. Nice. That makes crypto a really good industry for you. It's an island, so there's limited opportunity on the mainland, and so digital, digital business and nomad style online, remote work is particularly important for you guys. Crypto is a very rewarding remote industry to work in, and if you're automatically getting stipends for living on the island, that means you get free money to play with. So crypto is really, it's built for you. Like, you have a great advantage in this industry, and it would be tremendously rewarding for you to figure it out. You're in the right place, bro. PayPal is not available yet. That's all right, man. Crypto is decentralized. It's off-chain. You don't need to do anything. Look at this, 8.6 mil. Now it's at 5 mil. Having a strong recovery. This thing fell all the way down to 600K. 90% retrace. That crawl back up is pretty impressive. So far, so good. Everyone do me a big favor and put a W in the chat. Everyone drop a W in the chat right now. W in the chat if you're a real one. Trading bots a scam? Yeah, definitely, man. Anyone that's promising you, like a get rich quick through an AI or a robot or anything like that is definitely a scam. What about Pigeon? 1.2 million market cap. We were watching this last night as it did this kind of crawl up to 1.8. It looks fine. It is ranging upwards, slow and steady, but I'm going to level with you, bro. I still, to this moment, do not understand the meme. I really was left out of this. Like, I just straight up I don't get it. Like, to me, it's just ridiculous. Good evening, Benny. Hello, it's me, Mr. Beast. I'm Mr. Beast's second biological cousin. Or biological second cousin, rather. Do you think 21 Kobushide will recover? I've never heard of that. 21 No. Do I think a 9-month-old coin that's at 2,000 market cap with 0 volume will recover? Absolutely not, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? You didn't need me to tell you that. Thoughts on Zidane? This Zidane coin has been done, or should I say Zidane, literally dozens of times within the past month. I've seen this coin already at least 3 times within the past month. This can't be real. It has to be a rug pull. Funny thing is, it always does low-key run up a little bit, but it's not built to last. This thing is definitely going straight to 0. Thoughts on BFC? What is BFC? Another Mr. Beast coin? Are you guys fucking serious? You guys all got rug pulled on BFS, and then the first thing you decided to do was go buy another Mr. Beast rug pull? That is astounding. You guys have the investment sense of lemmings. Is your financial advisor a mouse? It's like the dumbest shit I ever seen in my life, bro. I honestly can't believe you fell for that. Yo, welcome to the stream, everybody. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive. How come the viewership's been so low lately, honestly? I've been getting no love, man. No love. Is it just because the market's down bad? You guys realize there's still opportunity out there, right? This is something that really gets me, like, millionaires were never made during the bull run. You guys have the wrong perception of the market. Millionaires were never made during the bull run. Every single millionaire that ever made it in crypto was made during the bear run. They always place their positions during the bear run. They always bid when things were down. They always bought the red. You're supposed to buy low and sell high. So how come you guys turn around and run when the market goes down? It doesn't make any sense. You guys don't want to make it. You only come around when Bitcoin's over 100,000. It's ridiculous. Bitcoin's down 30,000 from 100,000. Sclander says, your signature glasses and hat are missing. That's why people aren't here. They don't recognize you. I have not worn the glasses in literally 2 months. Actually 3 months now. That's not why, bro. I was on the stream in the exact same outfit that I'm wearing now. There was 150 people watching me. That was yesterday. That's clearly not the reason. I get negative feedback on the hat and glasses. This thing topped out at 370k. Right now it's at 50k, 40k. I don't think this looks that good, Outer City. I think this thing is going straight to zero. Thoughts on Valentineless? If you buy that coin, then you will be Valentineless. If you buy that coin, then you will be Valentineless. People are missing because when they join and ask you dumb questions, you say, get the fuck out of my chat. I only say that for a specific small category of dumb questions. And those are questions that are truly, profoundly dumb. If you're asking me a question that demonstrates a complete lack of brain, I can't help you. And I don't want you watching the stream. But if you ask me like a genuine question, like if you ask me like coming from a place of, oh, I'm new to crypto and I want to learn, I'm more than willing to help you out. I will answer the, you know, the most facsimile, small question. Hey, thanks for that. That was a pretty cool effect. I'll answer the most small question. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, that's totally fine. My goal is to educate and onboard the next generation. But if you come in here and you ask me, how do I copy paste a link? If you come in here and ask me, what do you think about the Mr. Beast coin that went from $300 million market cap to zero market cap? You're not a human being. You're a gorilla that just crawled out of the jungle and found an iPhone. I can't answer that. Like, I can't put a brain in your skull. Like, Hellshop says, I was just in XBT chat and he said giraffe looks like a farm, but I can't see it. I said the same thing, man. It does look like a farm. What do you mean you can't see it? Most charts have healthy retraces. This chart doesn't have any healthy retraces. What it has is a boatload of KOL bids. What it has is a couple of high-profile KOLs tweeting about it that typically work in insider cabals. What you have is pretty much all artificial, right? Keep in mind, there's 20% insiders in this coin. 20%. If you look at the bubble maps, there's a lot of big shadowy clusters in here. None of them are too big, but all of them are big enough. And you best believe that most of them are connected. You see this? What does your barber do for a living, bro? Well, she was just at your house shaving your mother's pubes the other day, bro. He was getting her all nice and bald for me. The baby says, which coin? That's giraffe. Giraffe. This is the white cat. The white cat. This shit looks like trash. XAU USD Master says, oh my goodness. He said, confirm signal available on my Telegram group. On my Telegram group. That guy literally cannot even spell Telegram. He said Telegram. T-E-L-I-G-A-R-M. He literally cannot even spell the app that he's talking about. I'm sorry, guys. If you take financial advice from that guy, you might as well just listen to a random person sitting on the street in Afghanistan. Bro, you can do stand-up? Yeah, one day I will do stand-up. I'll do crypto stand-up. It'll be pretty funny. I'll just have to work on my joke book. A lot of you guys are jokes, so you'll fit right in. Omar43 says, what are your thoughts on Moshi the Dev, given his significant social media followers? If you, geez, look at the breakout on this. 2.7 million and going absolutely parabolic. This chart looks insane. Wow. I'm honestly really impressed with this. I mean, it's exceeded my expectations, right? I think first time we saw this must have been around 300,000 market cap. We saw it again around 1.2 million, and then now it's cracking 3 million with relative ease. It's a farm. I mean, it's definitely a farm, but hey, even at a farm, you got to fatten up the animals before you slaughter them, bro. And there's a lot of animals in this chart getting fat. Kev says, yo, thank you for that hello whale call out last night. Caught a nice ripped up around 4 a.m. Awesome, Kev. I'm glad. I'm glad you made a little bit of money on that. Let's get a W in the chat for Kev. Very few W's in the market lately, but that's one of them. Let's get a W in the chat for Kev. Yeah, we saw that on stream super early. I mean, it was what, like 15K or something? Ended up going multi-100,000. What do I think about Burb? It's all right. It's all right. Like, if I give my honest opinion, it'll be kind of fucked up, honestly. Like, and I'm not trying to be fucked up, because I respect Moonbirds. I respect what they're doing. I respect Spencer. I've met him a couple times. It's a cool project, but they're really just Pudgy Penguin sloppy seconds. Like that's what you're getting when you bid Moonbirds. When you bid Moonbirds, you're just buying the project that has been copying every single page of the Pudgy Penguins playbook, period. So you're like literally buying a beta play to Pudgy Penguins. It's like, why not just get Pengu at that point? Moonbirds is awesome. It's cool. Full respect. I've liked the NFTs all the way going back to when they used to actually be worth something on Ethereum. But they've not done anything that differentiates themselves from Pudgy Penguins. They haven't done anything unique yet. Keyword yet. I really hope they do something soon. But literally everything they've done has just been a carbon copy of Pudgy Penguins. So it's hard for me to be bullish on that. Dolomite. Sorry, I don't really see it. I guess you mean this? Is it like an altcoin or something? Search says, I'm new to crypto. What do you have to say about Solana? Solana's awesome, but spot holding a top 5 cryptocurrency is never going to make you rich. Spot holding a top 5 cryptocurrency is a trap. Those coins are top 5 because they had literally decades of runway. XRP's been out since 2012 or whatever. Bitcoin's been out since fucking 2008 or whatever. ETH has been out since 2016, 2017. BNB's been out since probably around the same time. Solana's also been around since about 2018 or 19. All of these coins have been out for like 6-7 years. You're not going to make any money buying a top 5 crypto that's 7 years old. You're just not. So don't buy Solana and hold Solana expecting to make money. It's just not how it works. Now, what's cool about Solana is there's a thriving underlying ecosystem of Solana with many projects, many of which have tremendous opportunity. And you can make a lot of money being in the right place at the right time on Solana. So buy Solana insofar as it's a gateway to high opportunity projects, but don't buy Solana and bag hold it expecting to make money on it. Dolomite. Hey, thanks for the glowing jellyfish. That's actually pretty sick. Dolomite. If this thing is so good, why is the chart so ass, bro? The more I zoom out, the worse it looks. This thing kind of looks terrible, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Why? They picked a good name, right? Because the chart literally looks like the Dolomite Mountains. Like the chart literally looks like a mountain. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's true. They do have more TVL than XRP, but how are they making money on that? The chart doesn't look good. It's a decentralized money market protocol on DEX that offers broad token support and capital efficiency within its virtual liquidity system. Let's see, Binance is the most active chain. Yeah, I don't know. To me, this intuitively strikes me as a token where its best days are behind it. It's been really hard in the market for altcoins to be successful. We're kind of standing and teetering on the edge of a bear run. If we really go full bear over the next few months, There's going to be very little room for coins like this to survive. But if you believe in it, if you have conviction, if you've done your research and it looks good to you, then by all means, go for it, bro. My only observation is that this literally looks like the Dolomite Mountains. It's almost uncanny. You see this? Look at the Dolomite Mountains, and then look at this chart. It's pretty much the same. They got those jagged peaks. They got that high rise. It's almost exactly the same. So yes, if you want to buy a coin that looks like the mountains that it's named after, go for it, bro. But keep in mind that mountains just go up and then they go down. There's not really like another mountain there. You feel me? My friend Nevergoon was just in the Dolomites skiing in I forget the name. It starts with a C and ends with a Z. It's like in Italy, I guess, but close to Switzerland. More utility than burb? Sure, that's not hard to do. Which project do you recommend? I recommend you bid penis coin. No, I don't really recommend coins. What's a good token to get in right now? You're asking the wrong questions, guys. If you have to ask somebody else, then clearly you don't know what you're doing. Straight up. And if you don't know what you're doing, then you are a sheep. And if you are a sheep, then you will be led to the slaughter. Imagine I told you a good coin to get in right now, right? Imagine I told you, I could have said anything, right? I could have said, oh, buy giraffe. It's going crazy right now. I could have said, oh, buy XRP. It's going to 10,000 by the end of the year. There's a lot of different coins I could have told you to buy. Why would you buy something because someone else told you to buy it? You have to understand that in cryptocurrency, one of the core fundamental principles, one of the absolute central philosophies of crypto is self-custody. Self-custody means you have to take ownership and you have to take responsibility for your own finances. That means you cannot ask other people what to buy. If you ask other people what to buy, you might as well just invest in a hedge fund. You might as well just get a savings account at a bank. There's no reason to ask other people what to buy in crypto. It just doesn't make any sense. It goes along with another principle that Lindsay's talking about. Do your own research. Do your own research. Nobody ever got rich in crypto from buying something that somebody else told them to buy. Nobody in crypto ever got rich from buying something that somebody else told them to buy. Whenever somebody tells you to buy something, they're only telling you to buy it because they already hold it. And that means they want to sell on you. They want you to buy so that you will be their exit liquidity. You have to figure out how to have your own opinion in the market. You have to have your own dynamic edge. You need to sharpen your edge. Your edge is your advantage. Your advantage in the market that is unique to you. Nobody can feed that to you in a silver spoon. You're going to have to do it yourself, little bro. That question is very common. What token should I buy? You know, what's a good coin right now? You have to realize a couple of things. If you have to ask that question, you're going to lose money every trade. The second thing you have to realize is the market is terrible right now. There's no good coin to buy. Or inversely, every good coin is a good coin to buy. Everything is down. You know, Bitcoin's down about half from its all-time high. Almost half from its all-time high. That means there's ×2 ahead on the road for Bitcoin if you believe it's going back to all-time high, which pretty much everyone on the planet believes. So, like, what is a good coin? What is a bad coin? There's no such thing. There's good times to buy coins and there's bad times to buy coins. Right now is a pretty good time to buy coins. Look at this. This thing's at 3.3 million at the top. The only bad coin is XRP. Yo, welcome to the stream, everybody. It's good to see you guys. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive, and I'm your host, YNOT, greatest crypto rapper of all time, and we're locked in the trenches right now. Another day, another dollar. Trying to find the hottest and freshest plays. I want to know more about Alpha. Sure, bro. Our Alpha program basically costs about the same amount as a Fortnite battle pass. And it gives you access to classes that are very informative and the recordings of those classes so you can listen them back anytime. There's a private text chat, a private voice chat, a private resource channel. You get giveaways, special giveaways, and a lot of money in giveaways sometimes. The link's right down there in the chat. Lindsay says, dude, what you said should be piped into someone thinking of buying crypto. Yes. Unfortunately, I cannot pipe anything into you guys. I can only pipe into your mother. What do you think of Render? It's alright. Let's go pull it up. Render. Hey, do you think Sol will go down even more? I'm pretty bearish. She's 78. Good. She needs a little excitement in her life. Render's at 132. Topped out at over $12. This is a coin that's existed since 2020. There's a lot of downside here. Not a lot of upside in recent history. This falls into a category of coins that has done nothing but go down since 2024. If you're buying this coin, you might as well buy Chill Guy. They have the exact same price action. Render is a derivative of Chill Guy. Honestly, Render falls into a category of altcoins that I consider truly obsolete. I really don't see a bright future for this, especially because it's an AI integrated altcoin. AI technology, think about where it was back in 2020 and think about where it is today in 2026. If you don't think that other new coins are going to come out that are going to outperform this with the technology of 2026, then you fundamentally misunderstand the progress of industrialization. Tech is getting better every single year. Every 2 years or something like that, the chips and the processors and whatever become twice as effective. So that means that in the past 3 years, we've had a 800% increase in AI effectiveness, at least, but probably more than that. So coins are coming out today that are 800% more effective than that coin that came out in 2020. Why would you bid that? Yeah, Moore's Law. That's real. Are the fees lower than normal on Giraffe? Can you tell? I wouldn't be able to tell, but it shouldn't be that way. From what I understand, it's just a pump fund coin. Oh, you mean global fees? They're honestly fine. I mean, they're at over 150 SOL, and it's only around 2 million market cap. So, like, yes, the answer is yes. And the main reason being that fees are generated on buys and sells. Usually, a coin that goes up to 3 million market cap will have a much different chart than this. This chart has pretty much only gone up, which means it's missing about half the volume that it should have had. Any other chart would have gone up and then gone down and then gone up and gone down and been this kind of a tug of war. This chart has only gone up. So yes, the fees are lower than they should be in the sense that there's been no downside, there's been no farm zone, there's been no ebb and flow, but they're pretty much where they should be. Like, there's no like nefarious act on the coin. I don't see any like direct signs of like distribution manipulation or anything like that. I have no doubt that there is manipulation happening on this chart. I have no doubt that the volume is botted and all that stuff, but it's not overtly obvious just from looking at the global fees paid. Insane how cheap native Ethereum is now. Yeah, it's making me think I should scoop up a pudgy penguin. ETH at only 2,000. Lil Pudgies. Let's see. No way. Floor on a Lil Pudgy is 0.5. You could literally scoop up a Lil Pudgy for $1,000. That is dirt cheap. Dirt cheap. For a blue chip as they come, blue chip NFT collection, $1,000 for a Lil Pudgy is dirt cheap. That is actually crazy. I'm actually I'm baffled by that. Yeah, it's 1,000 flat. Holy moly. Literally 1,000 flat for a Pudgy. I don't think I've ever seen it that low, honestly. That is dirt cheap. I mean, I haven't seen it that low like for years. Wow. If you guys are in the market for a pudgy penguin, now would be a pretty good time to take a look. I don't know if it's ever going to get better than this in the near future. This is like, these are rare pudgies. This is a top 10% pudgy that's on the floor for fucking top 10% pudgy that's on the floor for like $1,000. This one is literally like almost a top 5%. It's almost a top 5% on the floor for like 1,200. Jeez Louise. There are some really good sales on Pudgies right now. This one is actually top 5%. Number 431. It's last sale was double the price that it's on sale for right now. That is crazy. Wow. Now this, if you're oh my goodness, this one is literally 250. 250. And it's going for 0.9 ETH. Wow. Wow. There's some holy shit. Literally 1 ETH flat for 186. 1 ETH flat for 155. This is a top 1% Lil Pudgy. This is a top 1%, and it's available for fucking $2,000. That is actually crazy. Keep in mind the Inner Igloo that just happened this past weekend on Sunday. The Inner Igloo, they basically it's the insider meeting for all Pudgy holders. They had over 400 people at the Inner Igloo this past Sunday. Over 400 people. You guys could spend fucking $1,000 and be one of 400 people in the Inner Igloo with Luca Nets, with Burko, with PP, with all of like Moose, with everyone, literally everyone. I mean, jeez, this is like an insane opportunity. People say that NFTs are dead. That's dumb as rock. NFTs are not dead. NFTs are no longer a speculative asset that you're supposed to buy and flip like a meme coin. Meme coins are that asset. NFTs represent community. A lot of you guys might think that NFTs are dead, but a lot of you same people would say that your network is your net worth. Well, this is literally $1,000 for a ticket to be in a direct conversation with actual billionaires. I don't think you guys understand the value. You guys know that classic meme about, oh, would you ever take $10 million or a dinner with Jay-Z or whatever? This is a dinner with Jay-Z for $1,000. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Tara says, I'm a KOL, but I never grew my account. I've been going live. Shit's been insane. Keep it up, brother. That's real. Bro, I'm coming up there. I've been going live, growing a huge platform. I appreciate you for the motivation. I appreciate that, but you don't even follow me, bro. So what are you talking about motivation? Hey, good to see you, Jid. Welcome. What do you think of Near protocol? I think it falls into the same category of obsolete coins. It's obsolete. What's the Pico floor? This is it, bro. Like I can't remember a time that it's been lower, right? Like this is it. Especially in conjunction with the price of ETH being so low. For a lot of these Pudgies, you'll be hard pressed to find lower sales. And even the lower sales that you see, look, the cheapest one is this one right here. And it's cute. It's literally cute. This one with the pajamas and the flower in the hair with the red background. It's 0.53 ETH, which is 1,060 bucks or something. Yeah, 1,080 bucks. This one right here, 0.53 ETH, 1,060 bucks. Pick your poison. All of these are 0.53 ETH. You can get any of the top row. You can get for less than $1,100. I'd probably go for Gray Beanie because it looks fire. Acolyte, then Pudgy. That's real. Cloak already has an Acolyte though. How come they aren't sweeping? Maybe I'll buy one. That's a good question. They probably will start sweeping soon. Here's cool things that you could do with a Pudgy. When you have a Pudgy, you own the IP. It's not quite a universal license. You can't do whatever you want with it. But you could, for example, take your Pudgy and submit it to OCG, Orange Cap Games, who creates the Vibes TCG playing cards. These are Vibes TCG playing cards. And what you see, those are 2 Pudgy Penguins on the playing card. Those are not random, arbitrary Pudgy Penguins. These were selected by Vibes TCG, licensed from the IP of the holder of those penguins to be this card. So for $1,000, you could get a little Pudgy, and then you could have it licensed to Orange Cap Games, and then get your penguin on an actual literal trading card. Right? It's pretty sick. Invisible Friends was supposed to be in conversation with Pudgies. I don't know who Invisible Friends is. If you have a Pudgy, including a little Pudgy, then you get pretty much like VIP access to any Pudgy Penguins event that ever happens. For example, when I was in Kuala Lumpur, there was a K-pop concert. A big K-pop concert. One of the biggest concerts in all of Malaysia. G-Dragon was going to be there. G-Dragon is a huge K-pop artist, for those of you who know. Pudgy holders got to go to that conference and be in the VIP section for free. That ticket probably would have cost damn near $1,000. So you pay for the price of the Pudgy just to go to the G-Dragon concert. Like, they have activations at every major crypto conference. They'll likely be at ETH Denver. They'll likely be in Accelerate Miami, Consensus Miami. They'll definitely be in NFT NYC. It's legit. How is there a top 1% for 2K? That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, there are some insane opportunities coming up. What's the number one goated on Sol? What do you mean? Like, number one goated NFT collection? Entropy Acolytes, of course. I don't know. You'd have to check Magic Eden and sort by market cap. If it's D-Gods, like, honestly, D-Gods is washed. Like, you get way less value out of a D-God than you do out of Pudgy Penguins. That's on record, right? I'm trying to see right here on the NFTs, on the Magic Eden site. Moonbirds is trending. Pudgy's down too, only down to 4.5 ETH, which is what? It's less than 10,000. Less than 10,000. Less than 10,000, which might sound like a lot, but it's really not. Bored Ape Yacht Club floor is at fucking 12K right now. Literally 12K to get a Bored Ape. These are monkeys that used to have a $100,000 floor. Click Solana. Looks like Mad Lads is up there. Mad Lads is up there. Mad Lads is higher than D-Gods. Mad Lads is like super OG. This thing called Tomorrowland, I've never heard of that shit, but it's up there. SMB is a big one on Sol. Boris Diao says, what's with the new look? That question just doesn't make any fucking sense to me. What do you mean, what's with the new look, bro? I recently got a job at my local police department, bro. Like, what the fuck? Am I not allowed to change how I look? My beard was too long. That shit was getting unkempt. I needed to trim it out. I usually always shave down to a mustache. Look at this. 2.8 mil climbing on Giraffe. So far, so good. Look at GMGN. Is that a... Oh, in Discord? Damn, bro, relax. It was just a question. Yeah, but it was a weird fucking question, man. Oh, that's funny, man. Look at that. I didn't even see this. Look at what this motherfucker did to me. Look at what this motherfucker did to me. Chat, what is this? I didn't even see this shit. I'm serving now, bro. I'm serving. That's pretty funny, man. Yeah, do the cowboy one now. Do the Clint Eastwood. That's funny. Howdy, partners. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive. This Siren coin's going crazy. 430,000 and climbing. You see that? 500K at the top. It's an anime girl coin. What can I say? I see anime girl, I ape. We saw this as low as 140K on this stream, so it's gone up about a 5x since then. Siren has low global fees. I'm not surprised, bro. These gooners are probably spending all the fees on little statuettes of their waifu. swear you were gonna bid this at 200K before you got off an hour or so ago? Damn, bro, you just missed it. My question is, where's all my viewers, chat? Like, I'm really confused by this. Like, why is TikTok throttling me? It's like my genuine question. Thinking, like, should I go live in the daytime more? I've been doing so many nighttime lives, but maybe I need to go live in the daytime more. You got a million giraffe at 250K? That's pretty good. When you say you ape, how much is a max buy you do, please? So my goal is to get between 1 and 3% of supply in a coin under 30,000 market cap. That's my personal trading strategy. So whatever it takes to do that. If you're at what, 4,000 market cap, then with what, $50 you can get 1% of a coin. It's like half a soul for 1% of a coin. If you're at 10,000 market cap, it's going to be more like 1 soul. If you're at 20,000 market cap, it's going to be more like 2 or 3 soul. So it does vary, but Forge says, you just straight ignoring my comments. I've literally switched accounts for you to see my message. I don't ignore anyone, bro. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's 80 people messaging me at the same time, and I can't talk to all of you guys at the same time. If you had just put your question, then maybe I would have seen it. There's 2 categories of comments that I get in my chat. There are interesting comments that are actually worth talking about, and then there are uninteresting comments that I glaze over because there are also interesting comments in the chat right next to them. An example of an interesting comment is a question from someone that's relatively new to crypto, or a comment on a trending coin in the market. An uninteresting comment in the chat is something like literally just the ticker of a random shitcoin that nobody cares about. So if I see the ticker of a random shitcoin that nobody cares about, I will probably glaze over it. It's not personal. I'm not ignoring you. There's just more interesting stuff to talk about. For example, I was just talking about the Pudgy Penguins floor for quite a bit. That was very interesting. Why some coins go into mayhem mode? Well, it's a it's a feature that you can select when you launch the coin. But not many people do it. It's very rare to see a coin in mayhem mode hitting the market nowadays. Now, Bonk has a bonkers mode, which is kind of like a mayhem mode, and they recently updated the bonkers thing. So now it's got some new features to it. I thought that there would be more bonkers coins launching because of that change, but honestly, I haven't seen it. It never really works because mayhem mode, for example, pretty much the #1 experience that you get from mayhem mode is the coin goes straight to 0. Like the vast majority of mayhem mode coins just literally go straight to 0, like tokenomically. So not many people do it for that reason. Let's see if my viewership goes up if I throw these on and I throw this on. Alright. Now we're locked in. Welcome to the stream, everybody. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive, and I'm your host, YNOT. I'm the greatest crypto rapper of all time. Asian cave disease? Yes, I contracted Asian cave disease. This thing just went up to 600,000 and climbing. So far, so great. Impressive motion on the chart. Yeah, I'm not actually worried, but I guess I'm a little bit worried, bro. Like this illness that I have has been kind of a slow creep, and my girl's not sick. It's just me. So who knows? I could have got Zika virus. I could have got chikungunya. I could have got all manner of things. I mean, I was literally inside of a cave with actual monkeys and bats. So I could have got all kinds of shit. They just dropped that new COVID 20. That shit is out there low-key in Southeast Asia, where I was at. I could have got that new COVID 20. Thing has a 70% mortality rate. I don't like those odds, chat. But I'm a bit of a gambler. I'm a bit of a degen, a trencher. 30%, I could probably do it. I'll be good. I hope so. It's just been annoying. It hurts my stamina and it hurts my ability to be like, you know, full energy. I have to take it kind of easy if I want to last. You feel me? You got oil of oregano on deck at home? What the fuck is that, man? Oil of oregano? Nah, I don't have that shit. I probably have some oregano in my spice cabinet. If I put that in with some olive oil and I take it like a shot, will that hit me? If I take some oregano and I put it in a shot right now with some olive oil and I take that shit, will it sauce me up, bro? You guys see that the experiment's failing, right? I'm wearing the hat, I'm wearing the glasses, and my viewership is going down. People don't like to watch me with the hat and the glasses. What do we think about giraffe? It looks fine. Did you go to school or nah? Yes, I did go to school. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone went to school, right? If I didn't go to school, I wouldn't even be able to read your chat message. Welcome. It's good to see you guys. College? Yes, I did go to college. I am fully educated. I actually have a doctorate. Damn, dude, how did that burger coin not run? Which burger coin? I guess I didn't see that. There's a McRib coin that people have been talking about. Burger King? Nah. This is all about the Subway girl nowadays. What coins are going to pump this week? XRP is going to 10,000 this week. Okay? That's first and foremost. BFS is coming back because Mr. Beast is going to announce that it was his coin the whole time. So it's going to go straight to $1 billion market cap. U.S. crypto reserve, U.S. oil reserve are both going to go to the moon because the United States federal government is going to CTO them. So those are the 4 coins I would keep an eye out. XRP to 10,000. BFS is going to 1 billion. USCR and USOR are also going to 1 billion. It's funny how I say that and my viewership actually goes up. Like, that's... I'm not gonna lie, I'd probably have 500 viewers if all I ever did was just lie to you guys on my stream. Like, if all I ever did was tell you guys that XYZ coin was going to the moon, then I would probably have like 600 viewers. Like, my shit literally went up 20 viewers when I said all that shit. Are you guys serious? I can't believe it. That's right, guys. XRP is going to $10,000 this month because the entire country of Switzerland is moving their whole economy onto XRP. It's already been penned, the deal, and it's going to go solidified later this week. The entire country of Switzerland. Billions of dollars of inflows. Real estate, banks, businesses, payroll, all going on XRP for the entire country of Switzerland. Next up is Japan. Japan is migrating their entire economy onto XRP next week. Their deadline is February 18th. By February 18th, the entire country of Japan is moving their entire financial system onto XRP. By the end of the month, Trump just signed a deal that the entire United States debt will be used and migrated to buy back XRP. That is literally trillions of dollars of inflows that you could expect into XRP by the end of the month. It is going straight to 10,000. Wow, this anime girl coin just rug pulled. Am I joking? Do I look like I'm joking? Look at me right now. Look at me. I'm so dead ass, bro. The entire global economy will be migrated to XRP by the end of the year. Forget the gold standard. We're now on the Ripple standard. Brad Garlinghouse has just been announced to be the official emperor of the universe. He now owns the planet Mars. All of the planet Mars's economy is going to be on XRP. LARP? What are you talking about, LARP? No, Brad Garlinghouse was just announced global emperor, bro. At the United Nations. They just declared that he is now emperor of the entire planet. You haven't been paying attention, man. That's not a LARP. That's a fact. XRP is going to $20,000 by the end of the week. A 10,000x increase. You're either going to be in there or you're going to be left behind, eating the bugs, staying in a box, holding your Bitcoin. Heard about Discord and what they're trying to do? Yeah, I think people are massively overblowing it. Throwback to when everyone was like, TikTok's getting acquired by Oracle and now they're taking your private information and your citizen status and blah, 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 blah. Man, it's the same fucking platform right now that it has been for the past year. You realize every goddamn fucking anything on the planet does that. Like, everything does that. You literally have to give your ID and face docs and your biometrics to DoorDash. You really trust DoorDash with your biometrics, but you don't on fucking Discord? Come on, man. You're already wrapped up so thoroughly in the spider web. One more project or one more platform, one more app migrating to this doesn't make any difference in the entire planet. It's massively overblown. Straight up. Like, I couldn't be bothered, man. I don't give a fuck. We are in the deep throes of the surveillance state. The country could literally watch you jorking it right now through your Wi-Fi signal. I still see that shit, Cloak. I watched a live from out there like 2 days ago. It's because your whole algo has been replaced with AI generated videos of Charlie Kirk duetting songs with Diddy and Epstein. What's your Axiom ref link? Link? I don't know, but my code is CRAP. C-R-A-P. 4 letters. C-R-A-P. Crap. It's right down there in the chat. Illinois runs this joint now? Damn, bro. Chicago talk must be going crazy. Let's keep moving. Zidane. 240,000 market cap and climbing. All-time high at 280K. This thing really ripped, actually. I was fudding this at like 60K, and now it's at 240K. But this is, I'm not wrong. You remember when we saw this exact same coin launch like a month ago, and it did the exact same thing? Like, I'm not tripping, right? This is a pretty well-established narrative. Zidane. Good to see you, Rico. Pleasure to have you. You were in it a month ago? True. Why FUD? Because we watched this coin launch exactly the same a month ago. Usually if you see a coin launch exactly the same, that's pretty bearish. I personally have seen this coin launch in the market like probably 50 times. Thing is, no one cares that it didn't run, but it did run. I mean, Cloak was there. When we saw it last time, it went up to like 500,000 market cap. It was double what this one's at right now. Hey, good to see you, Bailey. United Kingdom is finally waking up. Europe is finally waking up. Maybe we could get some viewers now. Kay, we don't do that anymore. Yo, welcome to the stream, everybody. It's good to see you guys. We're locked in. I've seen a 10K coin relaunch and go to millions. Yeah, well, I saw a coin once. It was called Chill Guy. I looked at it, and I saw that it had been launched 3 times in the past week. I was like, Chill Guy? Launched 3 times in the past week. This coin's going straight to zero. The coin did not go to zero. It actually went to $800 million market cap. Bailey says, I need to ask the #1 trencher how the trenches are looking today. Oh, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Trenches are looking hot, man. As bearish as the macro is, I've seen at least a handful of coins shredding up like crazy. Look at this, for example. 700,000 on this anime girl coin. The star of the trenches right now is Giraffe. Giraffe has pushed over a $2 million market cap. Pretty much an immaculate chart. Pretty much perfect, all the way on the way up. Topped out at 3.3 mil. Keep in mind, this is less than 6 hours old. So this is one of a handful of coins that have shredded a multi-100,000 or multi-million market cap in just a few short hours today. Now, macro's looking pretty terrible. Volume hasn't exactly recovered. Last week, we were seeing 200, 300, 400 billion dollar volume days. Right now, we're at 120 billion. So it's been a slow crawl to start the week. Total crypto market cap is slightly trending down. Bitcoin, ETH, XRP, BNB, Solana all floundering in the same range. But the meme coins still have a little bit of motion on them. Now, it's nothing like what it was, 2 or 3 weeks ago when we saw Penguin and White Whale and all these coins pushing up like a lot of millions. But there is a little bit of opportunity for those people that are patient and really trying to scout out some quality in the trenches. What cabal is criming Giraffe? I know some of the people, like I've met in real life, some of the people whose bubbles are on this chart. So I'm pretty sure I know who the cabal is that's criming the chart. But because they are my friends, I will refrain from giving too much information on the stream. Good to see you, Pepe Mushroom. They said Giraffe is going to 100 million. Dude said, trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. That's hella classic. Yeah, 100 million is a little far-fetched just because of the way the market is right now. Like, think about it for a second. When Penguin went to 100 million, Solana was at $130, $140, right? Right now, Solana's at $80. That means you would need literally double the amount of Solana into the chart to get it up there. Not to mention the liquidity, not to mention the et cetera, et cetera. You would need double the volume, essentially. Realistically, that can't be, man. Like, there's no way that Giraffes gets double the volume of Penguins. Keep in mind, Penguin was literally tweeted by the White House. The White House. The actual president. B-Fuzz says, not gonna lie, might hit 4 million max and then dip. I think we're already in that range, right? Like, it already cracked 3.3 mil. It's kind of legging up again right now, but I'm pretty bearish on this just because of the macro conditions. Let's see. Someone said something. What'd they say? This is Giraffes. The funniest is when Cupsy accidentally buys after dev sell and then spams 15 bubble max buy. Yes. I also take great joy in watching Cupsy lose money. Mexi tweeted about Giraffe. That's actually pretty bullish. The reason why that's bullish is because the Pump Fund team has a direct line of communication to Mexi. They're pretty much in bed together. So if Mexi tweeted it, odds are Pump Fund were the ones that instructed them to tweet it. Which means that this is a Pump Fund cabal coin. Which is exactly the kind of coin that Penguin was. Exactly the kind of coin that White Whale was. In which case, this really could push 5 million, 10 million. That's pretty interesting if what you're saying is true. Speaking of Pump Fund cabal, never mind. Please God, please go to 1 billion. Yeah, for this to go to 1 billion, we would have to have just hit the absolute pico bottom and watch Solana crawl all the way up to $1 billion. Is there a TikTok cabal? Not a good one. There's a couple cabals, quote unquote, on TikTok. For example, All K's group that did White History Month, or the Chud cabal that did Soulmate. None of them are very good because none of them can actually run a coin up past 1 million market cap. They all just end up PvPing each other and rugging each other down to 0, and then rugging you guys. Closest thing to a TikTok cabal, and it's not really a TikTok cabal, the Scented Cupsy Jack Duval cabal. Sometimes they LARP as a TikTok cabal, but they're not consistent enough. They're not on TikTok often enough to actually do that. God damn. I got jungle virus, chat. I'm fucked. Dylan says, Bailey, you out here protecting the rich. What do you mean by that? What's he doing to protect the rich? I'm the cabal. I'm the TikTok cabal, but I'm a one-man cabal. Now, I've done some coalition building. I've tapped in with a lot of people. But the real reason why there's no TikTok cabal is everybody that does Solana on TikTok is broke. Everybody that does Solana on TikTok doesn't actually have any money. So they couldn't cabal anything if they wanted to. Now, all the people that do have money, or all the people that are worth thinking about, wait, someone's shilling a drainer link? Yeah. Don't click that link, guys. That's a drainer. Never click, I think this goes without saying, but let me just remind you guys, never click a link that you see in the chat. If you see a link in the chat, if somebody tries to DM you a link, they're going to scam you 110% of the time. Period. Bar none. But yeah, people on TikTok are too broke to actually cabal a coin. Everyone that's actually in a cabal doesn't actually care about TikTok, so it doesn't exist yet. There's a bit of a vacuum. Now, if I were to get together with my friends and try to create a TikTok cabal, none of them actually do Solana, right? Like all the biggest names on the platform, they all do altcoins. They all do XRP. They all do Bitcoin. They all do technical analysis, macro analysis. Nobody that's actually worth listening to actually does meme coins. Crime XBT is like the only person that's actually worth listening to that does meme coins. Ragsy as well, I think. But again, neither of them are the type to cabal. Like anybody that's actually worth listening to is not caballing shit. So it's a bit of a paradox. Maybe one day there will be a TikTok cabal. How far do I think giraffe will run to? Well, giraffes are pretty fast. Have you ever seen them in the wild? When they get booking it, they can hit, what, 20, 30, maybe even 40 miles an hour? They're pretty fast. They got long legs, right? Now, these giraffes in particular, they're pretty much just standing still. So I don't think they're going to go that far. I don't think they're running very far. Man, the way that all you guys are talking about giraffe, you guys are making me think it's the next penguin or the next white whale. But I really don't think that that's what's going on here. I kind of, like, I've heard half bullish, half bearish things about this coin. I guess theoretically I could wake up tomorrow and this could be at 10 million just because of the way they're climbing the chart. Giraffes next can reach 400 million market cap, says on Google. Okay, true. True. Giraffes necks are long enough to stretch 400 million market cap, chat. You heard it here first. What I think is funny is this egregious crime zone, this farm that's going on top of Siren. Like, it's finally rug pulling, but this thing actually wicked up to literally almost $1 million market cap. But somehow it did that after all of these red candles. Look at these red candles. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. These are like tens of thousands of dollars being bled from the chart, and it still ran up to almost $1 million. That's pretty interesting to me. Crazy chart right there. It's hard for me to think that this could keep going with that amount of sell pressure on it. Like, clearly somebody's straight up farming the chart. That's never a good sign. I just flipped a switch. Flip, flip. Hey, can you guys do me a big favor? Can y'all drop a W in the chat right now? I'm gonna need a W in the chat. Let's get a W in the chat right now. Everybody put a W in the chat right now. Especially if you guys have not sent a message yet. If you have not sent a message yet on the stream, put a W in the chat. It's essential. You can see a lot of these derivatives of giraffe coins are starting to come out now. Here's Zuri, the baby giraffe. Here's GIF, giraffe GIF. So I bet we're going to see a lot of giraffe derivatives pretty soon. You don't think it's hitting 4 million? Well, it's starting to get a little bit of clout. It's starting to get a little bit of mainstream appeal. And it just cracked a new all-time high, just about. Sitting on 3 million right now. I'm not going to lie, if you look at this chart, bear with me, chat. Let me do some technical analysis here. I think what I'm seeing on this chart is an ascending giraffe formation. I think this is an ascending giraffe formation. If you take a look at the chart, it looks very giraffe-like. You know, art imitates life. And I think what we're seeing here is actually an ascending giraffe formation. So, we'll see. I mean, what comes next, right? What comes next is the tree that the giraffe is eating from. So it depends on how tall that tree is, right? Because in one situation, this chart will go right back down to 0. In another situation, this could be a pretty tall tree. Maybe the giraffe's going to stretch its neck out. The giraffe's going to stretch its neck out. It's going to be looking for a higher leaf. If it's looking for a higher leaf, that's very bullish for the chart. But as it stands, I'm just not so sure what kind of a tree this is. The giraffe can either go up, looking for another leaf, or it'll slide down the trunk. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see based on the chart. But yeah, it's got an ascending giraffe formation on the chart. Coinbase wallets keep buying. That's interesting. I wonder if it's trending on Coinbase. Chart is birdless. No. There's a bird, bro. It's just up in the tree. See, it's right there. It's already ascended so much in the past hours. Well, you have to understand, giraffes have really long necks. So giraffes have really long necks. That's a biological fact. So if this is an ascending giraffe pattern, maybe this is a baby giraffe, but maybe this is actually a mama giraffe or a dad giraffe. Those could have much longer necks. Theoretically speaking, you know, in terms of biology, this could take another neck up soon. YNOT's chart art soul NFT collection? Maybe, bro, but yeah, maybe I should, after every stream, I'll mint some of my chart art as an NFT and give it away randomly to the top viewer of the stream. Better than Gary V, friends. The funniest thing to me, full respect to Gary V, but of all the IP to go all in on, V Friends is like I'm not gonna, I hope I don't ruffle any feathers. I'm just trying to be objective here. Please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. I actually want to know your guys' opinions on this. V Friends is lame, isn't it? Like, isn't it actually lame? Like, am I tripping in saying that? Like, the IP is not, it's not actually cool. Like, it fancies itself Pokemon, right? But it is not Pokemon. Pokemon is cool. V Friends, full respect to Gary V, because he's done a lot for crypto, he's done a lot for collectibles, etc. He couldn't have taken a half step more thought into designing his IP. Like, full respect, but goddamn, man. Yeah, this thing just took a new leg up. Almost might be cracking a new all-time high here. I'm wondering, we could be in a dangerous position. Because as much as this looks like a giraffe, this actually could be a Jeff Koons balloon animal sculpture. For those of you guys who aren't familiar, Jeff Koons balloon animal. Jeff Koons is a prolific contemporary artist who's famous for making balloon animal sculptures. If this is actually a Jeff Koons balloon animal formation, then this chart is liable to pop. And if this chart pops, you guys are going to be in a tough position. You're paying 20 SOL for this if I mint it? Alright, say less, bro. We're putting this on chain right now. From the beautiful plains of the Serengeti. I'm about to tweet this out, actually. I'm tweeting this out right now. I mean, a lot of you guys in my chat are bullish on this coin right now for no reason, which is pretty funny to me. It's actually starting to make me a little bit bullish. Welcome to the stream, everybody. It's good to see you guys. Tobey Maguire. That's the guy who played Spider-Man, right? Am I tripping? Tobey Maguire is the guy that played Spider-Man? Tobey Maguire is the guy that played Spider-Man? Am I tripping? Tobey Maguire is the guy that played Spider-Man? 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 Why was he at the Super Bowl with a 20-year-old girlfriend when he has a 19-year-old daughter? A genuine question. Like, that girl was not even born yet when the first Spider-Man movie came out. Am I tripping? Am I the only one noticing that? None of you guys have anything to say about that? What's my X? At Crypto Rap Calls. Same as my TikTok. I've seen far too many crash outs this past 2 weeks. You mean from me, or you mean more broadly? You have to understand, Bailey, crashing out is like what I'm known for. It's like part of my character. Everyone in the chat, let me just put this on the record. Crypto Rap is a character. This is not the real me. This is like I'm acting right now. And the crash outs are a part of the nature of that character. This is a character that's designed to onboard and educate the next generation of investors. And the crash outs help with that in a lot of different ways. It's strategic. It's kind of like in the Aztec Empire. In the Aztec Empire, they would take one person, they would bring them to the top of the pyramid, they would carve out their heart, and they would eat it. Okay? I'm doing the same thing here. Every stream, I pick one person in my chat. I bring them to the forefront of attention, and I carve out their heart, and I eat it by crashing out on them. Every other person in the chat points and laughs. One person suffers, 100 people have a good time. It's just the way it has to be. Every stream, I have to sacrifice one idiot to please a crowd of 90 other idiots. It's just the way it goes. Yeah, it's my alter ego. Yeah, if you guys are so bullish on Giraffe, then you guys should go to my X and interact with my recent Giraffe tweet. I just put it out there. I guess that's the link, right? Can somebody tell me if this works? Wait. There, I just pinned it in the chat. That should work, right? I don't think Cloak knows what type media is, Bailey. Yeah, that worked. Yeah, you copy that link, you'll see it. I just tweeted about Giraffe. The Giraffe could 300x by next week. Sweetheart, can you please turn your brain on for 1 second? Like, are you just trying to be dumb in my chat? You realize that a 300x of this coin would be $900 million market cap, right? You're saying that by next week, this coin will be shy of $1 billion. Are you so serious, sweetheart? You understand that the TVL of XRP is 70 million right now? I think it's actually closer to 50 million. You mean to tell me that one meme coin of a giraffe will be literally 18, almost 20 times the TVL of the entire XRP blockchain? You for real? Because I believe you, that's actually totally feasible. But this going to $1 billion next week is not feasible. Everyone tap the screen. Tap the screen. Show some love. I'm back. What's your thoughts on a coin called Chainsmoker? Saw it on Pub. We ain't ever getting older. Boom, 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 boom. Omar says the number 2 holder is up 50,000 and still holding. They bought $109 worth of giraffe. I gotta level with you, bro. That's pretty bearish. That's actually the most bearish thing that I've heard so far about this coin. You mean to tell me that the insiders on this coin were so insider, they were so well positioned that they were able to turn $100 into $50,000? That is not a good sign, bro. That means that you're about to get robbed. Keep in mind, this coin has 20% insiders. 20% insiders that were able to accumulate their supply for literally $100. Not a good sign. Not the most bullish thing I've heard about this so far. Touchy says, I wanted to quit, but remembered I haven't joined the alpha group. God bless you, Touchy. God bless you, bro. Everyone must join the alpha group before they quit. It's a rite of passage. Man. I should get a cowboy hat to wear on my stream. I mean, I already have a cowboy hat. I should wear my cowboy hat on the stream. That would be pretty bullish. Maybe I'll bring my cowboy hat to ETH Denver. That seems like a good idea. When giraffes drink water, they dip low. But that's within 3 months, not right now. Sweetheart, what the fuck are you talking about? Also, why is your name Sweetheart? I don't want to call you Sweetheart. You might have a sweetheart, but you got a dumb fucking brain. I swear to God almighty. CK says, any coins you've been looking at over the next few days? What the fuck do you mean any coins I'm looking out for? My bad. I was like, how the hell am I going to know coins for the next 3 days, bro? I haven't even been there yet. No. I mean, this is it pretty much, right? Giraffe coin. It's the best that we can do, I guess. Hey, good to see you, Crypto Cox. It's a nice name you have, bro. I've got a Crypto Cock myself. Yo, welcome to the stream, everybody. We're locked in right now. It's a Crypto Rap exclusive. I guess everyone go interact with my recent tweet about the giraffe. Let's run it up. Well, it's giraffe coin. You're drawing a tree. I'm saying draw a pond 3 months out. That's when it dips. It was about the right length, too. The coin's dipping right now, though. I can't believe that this thing is still crawling up. 750,000 and going. Siren is insane. What do you think about the whole Claude and Agent meta? Dying now? It's a little bit washed up, I'm not gonna lie. The coins from that meta haven't been running like they used to. But then again, nothing is. Jonathan says, do you hold meme coins or just day trade? All I do is meme coins, bro. I don't day trade. If you mean day trading like stocks and options and all that shit, hell nah, bro. That shit is boring and that shit is slow. Spot trading meme coins are where it's at. The trenches, so it's called. The extreme sports of finance. You're never going to make any money if you can't hold. So that's pretty much essential. If you want to actually get rich in crypto, you have to hold over longer time frames. Anime coin equals buy always. Yes, you'll see this right next to me. NFA. NFA is one of the core principles of the stream. A lot of you guys think that NFA stands for not financial advice. You're wrong. That's not what it stands for. It stands for never fade an anime girl coin. NFA. Never fade an anime girl coin. Yeah, that coin honestly sounds like garbage, bro. If I pull up this coin and it's under 10,000 market cap, I'm banning you. Yeah. Yeah. You're getting banned, little bro. You're getting banned, little bro. Say goodbye, bro. Any last words? I'll give you some last words. Any last words? Does your net worth depict your worth? You mean like your worth and value as a human being on this planet? Absolutely not, bro. Money is an illusion. I know a lot of people that are very rich from crypto that are actually really lame. Like, you'll see this phenomenon. You'll see this phenomenon if you look at a lot of the top crypto streamers. They're very rich. Like, they have millions, if not tens of millions of dollars. Here's the indicator that I want you guys to look for. Seriously, I'm so dead ass right now. The walls in their house are bare. They don't have anything hanging in the walls of their house. If there is nothing hanging in the walls of your house, there is nothing hanging in the heart of your chest, in the soul of your being. Worst case, they got nothing. Second worst case, they have some random arbitrary bullshit. Rasmer is guilty of this. I'm not trying to call him out specifically. At least he has something on his walls. But if you've ever watched a Rasmer stream, he has 2 pictures of airplanes behind him. 2 pictures of airplanes, like posters that you could have got at Ross. To my knowledge, Rasmer does not fly airplanes. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's a pilot, in which case it makes a lot of sense. To my knowledge, he does not fly airplanes. Why then does he have 2 generic black and white stock images of airplanes as the central art that hangs on the wall in his bedroom? And again, I'm not trying to single him out. You look at other people, they all have nothing. Orangey. When Orangey streams, he does not have a single thing on his wall. They are bare. There's nothing there. Why? Why do you not have anything on your wall? You have a fucking $3 million. You can't think of a poster to put up? There's nothing that you like? There's nothing that's cool to you? There's no art that you value? What's the deal with that? Straight up. So people are rich, but they don't have any taste. They don't have any sense. They don't have any being in the world in a genuine way. So there's plenty of people that are poor that have all of these things. People that are poor, that are creative, that are talented, that are artistic, that have taste, that have balance, that are kind-hearted, etc., etc. Money is not everything. And this industry is plagued by people that think that money is everything. But I know plenty of rich people that are boring, that have nothing besides the money. If you have nothing besides the money, what's the point of the fucking money, man? You gotta have something worth living for. You have to have purpose. You have to love. You have to enjoy the world. A lot of people are missing that. A lot of people think that the only value in life is to get very rich. It is just not true. And maybe I'm coping, right? Like, all of these people have more money than me, so I'm coping. But honestly, yeah, I couldn't imagine getting like hundreds of millions of dollars and buying, you know, what is it, like a Brabus or a Koenigsegg or any. I couldn't imagine it. Like, I couldn't imagine spending $2 million on a car. Why? There's no sense in that. There's no soul in that. You could take $200,000 and pay a nice custom shop to trick you out a fucking sick lowrider or something. You could put a souped up engine in a car that doesn't suck, like a nice old school car. You could get like a Stingray or like an old school Mercedes or something. Why? Why buy some random fucking iPhone 16 level supercar? It just doesn't make any sense. You're only buying it because of the status that you think that it brings you. But anybody that's actually rich just laughs at you. Like, yeah. I'm saying too much, but that's genuinely how I believe. Like the watch. The watch is another thing that I don't get. Why do these people all buy watches? Like, bro. Whatever. They're buying watches that look like they came out of a claw machine at a Chuck E. Cheese. Like, bro, I do not care how much that shit costs. Like, my goodness gracious, you don't have any taste. Cartier Crash is pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. Insurance pyramid scheme tactic, sure, but again, that goes back to the fundamental problem with all of this. The fundamental problem is that money is their only sense of value. So they decorate themselves in money and more ways to make more money, and then what? You get to the end of the road and you find out you're hollow. You're empty on the inside. You're a soulless being. Why do you think all these billionaires are on these lists doing all these terrible things? They lost themselves a long time ago. They only live for the money. Why do I think there's so many holders on the black whale still? Siren just hit 1 million, by the way. Probably because people just forgot to sell, or because they botted it. Oh yeah, they definitely just botted it. It's pretty easy to bot holders. All you have to do is get a system that just automatically... Cam W, what the fuck did you just say in my chat, bro? You could hold me at gunpoint. You could drown me in the bathtub, and I would never say something like that. How did that voluntarily come out of your mouth right now, bro? Are you serious? That is the weirdest shit that anybody has ever said in my chat, bar none, bro. I'll pray for you, little bro. You're clearly going through it. My goodness gracious, chat. What the fuck is wrong with this kid? Well, I guess I know what's wrong with this kid, but come on, man. Well, chat, the tongue is hanging out of the giraffe now. You see that? Not a good sign. That means that he's going for a lower branch. Yo, 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 welcome to the stream, everybody. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive. I'm your host, YNOT, greatest crypto rapper of all time. Whatever you guys do, do not join that Telegram. If you join a Telegram from somebody with 6 followers, then you are absolutely going to get wrecked. Instead, join this Discord that has over 10,000 people in it and is also totally free to join. 10,000 people in there. Is that bullish? I don't know. I'm not so convinced. Gainsey's another good example. I love Gainsey. The only decor that he's had in his room on his stream is a water bottle that sat in his background for 2 weeks because he forgot to throw it away. Like, come on, man. Guys, the giraffe dip right now has been going on like this. Look at the trend. Yeah. The tongue is starting to hang out of the mouth of the giraffe. It seems like he's going to lick that smaller branch. Chud just broke all-time high because Elon tweeted. That would be pretty crazy. Too bad you're lying. All-time high was 470k. This shit's at 200k. Are you serious? Wrong one. Are you talking about this one? That's 100k. Again, this did not break all-time high either. Those are the only ones that are here. Yeah, this is the one that's trending. Again, this did not break all-time high. Yeah, you might be, bro. But nice try. Yo, 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 welcome to the stream, everybody. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive, and I'm your host, YNOT. I'm the greatest crypto rapper of all time, and we're locked in the trenches right now. Another day, another dollar. Valentine, are you still in it, bro? Let me see. Keep in mind, me being in something is not a reason for you to buy something. I'm just going to go on the record and say that. It's also not a reason for you to hold something. I'm in plenty of things that I hold to 0. Huh. I thought I still had some Valentine tokens around here somewhere, but I don't see them, honestly. Glasses are back. Pink eye? Well, they are pink glasses, but no, I assure you, my eyes are quite healthy. I just put them on because people were bitching in my chat earlier. I was doing a little experiment on viewership. I was wondering if my viewership would go up if I was wearing the glasses. Here, I took them off. I took the hat off as well. Now you see me in my bare form. These nuts. Nice, bro. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's pretty funny. These nuts. You should coin that. It's a pretty good idea. These nuts. Yeah. Original. Very cool. Duty coin looks insane, but I don't want to buy in high. Duty. Well, the good news is you're not buying in high. This thing is literally rug pulling, and it's at less than a third of all-time high. This thing looks terrible. Sweetheart says, I'm new to this. Yes, clearly. The tongue fell out of the giraffe. Uh-oh. You see, he's eating the lower branch, chat. He's eating the lower branch. The giraffe is starting to taste the lower branch, chat. This is a dangerous position. This is the heaviest retrace that this chart has seen so far. And once he gets a taste of that lower branch, he might go for an even lower one. You see, a giraffe is a mighty creature, but a giraffe is a lazy creature. And a lazy creature will go for the low-hanging fruit. I don't know, chat. I'm a little skeptical now. I'm a little skeptical. The giraffe is beginning to taste the low-hanging fruit. Yo, welcome to the stream, everybody. I really appreciate you guys. Do me a big favor. Do me a big favor and tap that screen. Show some love. Tap that screen. Everybody tap, 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 just like I'm doing right now. Show some love. Feel that haptic feedback in your phone. Everybody hit that little tap, 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 tap. That's what I'm talking about. Run it up. Run it up. Yo, welcome to the stream, everybody. It's good to see you guys. We're locked in right now. Another day, another dollar. Siren's up to 1.12 million now. Look at that breakout. I mean, really impressive. ×2 from the lower range of this farm zone. This thing is still moving absolutely parabolic. This starting to have an ascending giraffe pattern on it, actually. This chart's starting to do better than giraffe. This thing is less than 5 hours old. Giraffe, by contrast, is 6 hours old. Siren did what giraffe did, but faster. March on mush? What is that? Is giraffe rugging? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This thing's starting to look a little bit cooked. Sweetheart says giraffe dipping. WTF? Oh my. You mean to tell me it's not going to $1 billion market cap in 1 week? No way. Chat. I thought this was going to $1 billion market cap next week. What happened? What gives? No. Yeah. XRP's at $100. Oh my. XRP went up to $100? No way, dude. Oh, you mean 100 cents. My bad. 100 cents. No, that makes sense. Yeah, XRP is at 100 cents. Yeah. Hey, tokens went to 1 billion market cap just a little over a year ago. That's true. I saved a video on my phone. Check out this video. In this video you see, wait, let me find it. It's gotta be in here somewhere. Man, I saved this shit, didn't I? Huh. It's not actually here? The fuck? Never mind then. I thought I saved this shit, but I guess I didn't. Never mind then.
So we got like bad news. So crypto rap's missing at the moment, guys.
You guys hear that? That was from the infamous night in Abu Dhabi. We've got bad news. Crypto rap is missing. That shit was so funny. I think I'm gonna put $5,000 into draft. Nice. Please do, bro. Thanks for the 20 bandos. Oh. Wait. Wait. It's bouncing on the leaf? Did the giraffe just get a taste of that sweet leaf? You guys are the exit liquidity. If you are here in the trenches when the going gets rough, then you are actually going to make it. This is what separates the boys from the men. This is what separates the top 1% of traders that's actually profitable to the 99% that are not. Can I speak on BFS? BFS is the greatest cryptocurrency to ever be released. Finally, Mr. Beast launches his official meme coin. Mr. Beast is one of the biggest, most famous people on the planet, and he finally launched his own official meme coin. I'm so excited. BFS is awesome, man. And they even had a Super Bowl commercial for it. Great White, sorry. We don't talk about that coin on this stream. Yeah, he's announcing it on the Super Bowl, but everyone made a miscalculation. He wasn't actually announcing it at this Super Bowl 2026 because he already had the Salesforce commercial booked. He's announcing it next Super Bowl. Mr. Beast is announcing it next Super Bowl. Super Bowl 2027. BFS is going to go to the moon. That's why you guys got to get it now. Please look at Great White. No, thank you. I'm good. Join the colony? What the fuck does that even mean? Are you some kind of a cult leader? I'm not gonna join your colony, bro. What the hell is that? Look at this. Siren's up to 1.5 million now. Are you guys seeing this? This coin is absolutely mooned. Giga parabolic. So far, so great. Really impressive chart right here. Is BFS on the market yet? Yes. BFS is on the market, bro, and it's at a huge discount right now. It's on sale for 99.9999999% off all-time high, bro. Siren 100% rug? Sure, but it's also done nothing but go up for the past 2 hours. So even if it's 100% of the rug, you still could have made 100% profit. Yeah, I have no doubt that this is going to rug, but man, the chart looks fucking spectacular. Oh, you saw that candle? Speak of the devil. 1.5 mil down to 1 mil in one candle. You wonder how much BFS made on the rug? At least $1 million. Probably a couple million. The real kicker about BFS, it wasn't just the money that they made by selling the token, which they made a lot because they sold a lot of the token. The craziest thing about BFS is there was a 4% tax on it the whole time. I want you guys to put this into perspective. A 4% tax means that every single buy and every single sell, they get 4% of. I want you to put this into perspective. The coin went to $200 million market cap. 4% of all of the volume that ever went into this coin went straight into the pockets of the people that launched it. To put that into perspective, there was probably hundreds of millions of dollars of volume in this coin over the course of its existence. For every $100 million of volume that this coin had, the devs made $4 million. I would venture to guess that they probably made between $15 and $25 million off of this coin, and that's a generous low-end estimate. Realistically, they probably cracked 30 million. it was a rug pull. A rug pull in the craziest, truest sense. They made literally millions of dollars off of you guys. And none of you listened. None of you listened. We tried to tell you guys that this was a rug and none of you listened. Yeah, maybe 35 mil, maybe 40 mil. It could have been as much as like 50 mil. I mean, that's like a big number, but if you combine the amount that they sold in addition to the amount that they got from fees, it's like a little too generous, I think, but yeah, they made millions. What's hot for today? Just this giraffe coin, that siren coin. That's pretty much it. Goyim had a bit of a run up. Rock did decently in the morning. The rug I'm really waiting for is War. I'm waiting for the rug on War. It's going to be pretty funny. Thing's up to 35 mil now, 20 days old. When they pull the plug, it's going to be spectacular. Yo, welcome to the stream, everybody. We're locked in right now. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive. Any tips to find out if a coin is not safe? No. Chat, anyone have any tips to find out if a coin is not safe? You should just assume that every coin is not safe. Every coin is not safe. Yeah. Visery says, I don't know, maybe experience? Yes. Charlie says, BFS is safe. Yes, BFS is the only coin in the market that's safe right now because it's the only coin that was directly created by Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is the only person that I would trust with my finances. Nothing is real in the whole scene? Totally. That's why I said what I said. There is no such thing as a safe coin. There's just not. It doesn't exist. Even Bitcoin's not safe. Even ETH is not safe. Even XRP is not safe. Even Sol's not safe. Even BNB is not safe. Nothing is safe. Everything in this space is pretty ephemeral. Everything in this space is subject to massive manipulation, subject to sudden drops. It's the most dynamic, the most volatile industry on the planet. The goal is not to find things that are safe. That's really not the goal. The goal is to live with the risk, to learn how to navigate the risk. That's the goal, straight up. What's up, Cloak? We just passed the 2-hour mark on the stream. My viewership is really low right now, so I'm feeling very compelled to just end the stream. I think I'm just going to end the stream. This is the last call for everyone to join the Discord. Everyone hit that follow button. Do me a big favor. Go and click into my TikTok. Go and click into my TikTok and my most recent video about prediction markets. Please, guys. Please like, comment, save, and repost my most recent video about prediction markets. If you do that, you are super clutch. Look, you click into my profile. You see my profile here? Sorry, that's actually not even TikTok. You see my profile here? That video right here, it's called Insiders See the Future. Insiders See the Future. Click that video, like, comment, repost, save. Like, comment, repost, save. Please, do me a huge favor, guys. Like, comment, repost, save. Please. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, Cloak. We're literally sitting on the support line of the top 10 active holders average buy. You see that? Like, that's the lifeline on the chart right now. It's literally sitting on that line. She set limit buy orders at 1.8 and 1.3 mil. Maybe. This one is kind of an anomaly to me. I don't really understand why it came back so hard in the first place. I'm not familiar with the team that's criming this, so I can't say with certainty. 1.3 seems like a decent entry, but that's about as good as I would say, honestly. I don't feel particularly bullish about this. Like, it's not like there's a community. It's not like there's people that are actually driving this chart. 1.3 seems like a fine entry, but at that point, if it falls that low, the chart's pretty much dead. But you never know. It could be a random tweet or something. I wouldn't engage with it. To me, it's like a really boring chart. Now this look coin is made by a guy who has a Miami mansion. That's pretty bullish. You guys don't have a mansion in Miami. Well, I guess that's how he paid for his Miami mansion. Alright, but seriously guys, the biggest thing you could do to support me, I'm about to end the stream, but the biggest thing that you could do to support me, click into my profile, and then go to this TikTok right here, about insiders seeing the future. Like, comment, repost, share. Watch the whole thing, and then go down this and just click, 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 click. It's that easy. Click, 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 click. Then you have to type a little comment, and then you have to click the repost button. All in all, you're typing less than 10 times on your phone. Please, please go interact with that video. I need you guys to hit that like, comment, repost, share on that video. And then I have a new video coming up pretty much right now. As soon as I end the stream, I'm going to film another video. Probably about Coinbase. Coinbase's recent Super Bowl ad, which was highly controversial. And also the fact that they coincidentally have also laid off a lot of their staff. So we'll see. Yeah. You missed the commercial? How, bro? It was crazy. Controversial how? Well, it was literally just the Backstreet Boys karaoke. I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a When are you back on later? It's midnight. I'm gonna go to sleep, then I'm gonna wake up, and then I'm gonna do it. Oh, that was Coinbase? Exactly. Exactly. Coinbase spent a couple $1 million to get a Super Bowl ad spot, and all they did with it was karaoke for Backstreet Boys. The Coinbase brand showed up on the screen for less than 3 seconds. Crypto messaging showed up on the stream for less than 5 seconds. They spent a couple $1 million on that ad spot. They mentioned crypto for less than 5 seconds. But yeah. Okay, I'm ending the stream. Everyone go and interact with that TikTok. Their whole defense was they got us talking about us, so it worked. Yeah. You know. Different strokes for different folks. Some people are really just stupid. Someone should have bought an ad spot to crime a pump fun coin. Yeah. They should have done it for BFS. Imagine if the team of BFS had taken all the money they rugged and used it to buy a Super Bowl ad spot about BFS. That would have been fucking parabolic, I'm not gonna lie. That would have been the ultimate moment. Then I couldn't even FUD anymore. Like, they actually did it. Anyways, I'm ending the stream now. Take care, everyone. Have a good night. God bless you. God bless your portfolio. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. It's been a pleasure. You guys are legends.